Pisces, this is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, on this channel, I combine tarot and channeling with the universal law of assumption and consciousness and manifesting and mindset principles to actually look into a dynamic with your specific person and help you tweak it or shift it where you would like to. So if that is something that you find interesting, then do stick with me. And if not, you can of course go to another channel. It's also what I do with my private clients. So all my info is in the description box of the video if you want to book a session with me. If you want a more traditional tarot reader or a psychic, I've also put links to my affiliates there in the description box of the video. Okay, so Pisces, we're going to do a check-in, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? And a projected potential. And why do I say that? Marrying into what I said earlier, universal law of assumption. Everything exists right now. Creation is finished. Everyone in your personal reality is you pushed out. Your desires are meant for you. You can have any version or any person that you want. It just requires, if you would like to manifest this differently, a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Pisces that you're being, and a reselection of your dominant thoughts and assumptions pushed out. Nobody's separate from you. We're just one consciousness, but you are the God of your reality. So you absolutely can have anything you want. Circumstances and conditions do not matter. This just requires a shift in your focus. So I like to give you tips as I go, as I read the tarot, but also guys, I have launched a course called Shifted. The details are in the description box, and I take you through all the fundamentals and practical application, and also explain how this applies to your specific person as well, okay? We've got the Sun card, Pisces, how they're feeling about you, and the Ten of Pentacles. It seems to be that you bring them joy and happiness, and the Ten of Pentacles would be about, you know, a future vision, house and home. Maybe they also want to clarify things with you, I was going to say, because maybe there's been a clash, a verbal clash of some kind in that department. And we've got a Three of Swords in the reverse. So maybe they want to come out of some kind of a level of pain or hurt feelings with words, maybe, Pisces. Let's have a look. Okay, Page of Wands. The Sun had to come out, okay? They want to take things in a new direction, new perspectives, clarify things. The Sun is joy and happiness, and the Justice card would be about balancing things, making things right. Now, a small portion of you, marriage, divorce, legal matters, contracts is playing into this situation, or, there's been a clash because the Ten of Pentacles is the future vision. Maybe that's been a bit stalled, like, are we speaking the same language? There could have been a delay of some kind. Three of Swords in the reverse, I saw that can refer to third-party issues, hurt feelings around that, because maybe someone has been wrapping something up or needed to wrap something up. We'll get more information on it. And guys, my readings don't have to be for everyone, okay? Yeah, King of Pentacles is in the reverse. There's been issues to do with King of Pentacles in the upright is committed, so maybe there's been issues to do with stability, commitment, and a clash around that. And a Judgment card is in the reverse. So that means indecision maybe about the way forward. For some of you, that's waiting on a judgment too, like legally, something like that, or a decision with regards to that. So I feel like that, there's this wanting to come in maybe and have a new start. I do think that there's joy between the two of you, but that Five of Swords, I trust everything that I see. So it's like verbal clash or clashing on the direction. This would be about a new path. Could be a flirty kind of a text as well, maybe coming through, or maybe today it felt more like flirtation, less like stability, because there's certain factors at play that have created hurt feelings, okay? Let me have a look. King of Wands, yes, okay, so lots of attraction and desire. There's that Three of Swords in the reverse. For those of you that, think that I only just talk law of assumption, the cards read the energy. But guys, sorry, to come back to the intro, everything exists in this now moment, guys. So the cards that I'm reading, it's just showing where your awareness has been and the version of the connection and what has collapsed from one version, okay? So I explained to you how we can shift it, but the reading is Three of Swords. They want to come out of hurt feelings. There is attraction and chemistry, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, so it seems to be that it's been going a little bit round and round. So that has to do, I think, probably with you know, hurt feelings around really committing, indecision, you know. So let me just see about this Three of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, definitely pleasure and fun, Pisces. There could be hurt feelings around, you know, an assumption that someone's been overindulgent, Nine of Cups, and not really committing to the situation. The reason for not committing to the situation could be, if I was going to justify it, like not necessarily romantic involvement, but hurt feelings in relation to third-party energy, like someone, like I said, wrapping up something legally, or a marriage or something like that, and then this being more about attraction and fun and chemistry and not really so committal. Also insecurities, maybe financially. Now guys, I mean, nothing I say needs to be a trigger point. So if it's you, Pisces, that's like manifesting, because you manifest everything, guys. So this is one version. If you're manifesting the person that is totally committed to you, we don't need to say that they're all about pleasure and fun and chemistry. It's just maybe the way that they've appeared or the recent perceived past. So I'll get to you soon, and then I'll do the oracles to explain how we adjust. There's a Tower card in the reverse. Okay, that can be an internal tower, the Tower card in the reverse. So this could be like a little bit of a shake-up going on for this person. Definitely wanting to come out of hurt between the two of you, or what's been said and done that's disappointed. So that would be about the Justice card. But also, yeah, this could be like a rocking to this person's foundation, like challenges, you know, when it comes to all the stuff that I said. There could be financial loss, there could be stuff going on contractually, legally, whatever. Yeah, and then we've got a Queen of Cups in the reverse. Also, Pisces, I would say, a Queen of Cups, well, that's a water sign energy. They may have a feeling like that they've lost the love, okay, in this checking, because some of you might have had a big, you know, end or something, or an argument or a separation. So let me just get a bit more. Nine of Swords, that's stressing them out. They want to come out of that. And Two of Pentacles as well in the reverse. They also want to come out of if there's been back and forth, or they're struggling a little bit with financial matters, because that can be money in versus money out. Some of you, like, yeah, I mean, Nine of Cups can be overindulging. It can be drinking, partying, something like that as well. So that can be poor judgment. And more fun and pleasure and flirty and whatever, and not really committing to the situation properly. And then that's something that needs to be rectified. Let me see about this Tower card in the reverse. Okay, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. It's something here that, you know, King and Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So neither of them are upright. So there's a mismatch on both sides. So maybe, you know, it hasn't reached that commitment phase, but maybe there's also a little bit of this trigger point of not really trusting each other's loyalty or commitment to the situation. Now, Pisces, I'm not really giving you shit. Like, so I'm not blaming you if you're going to say to me, well, no, they're the one that's showing up like they're just all about fun. If I'm going to play devil's advocate, no, they're not a robot. So in this check-in, they might have insecurities and fears. And so they might think, well, like they might have trust issues, whatever. And they might think you're not really committed to the situation and it's all fun and games. And that might be some story that they have about love and insecurities. But what we want to do, Pisces, and sorry for meandering if you're new and if you don't like my style, I've already said it doesn't matter. But I like to give you guys the tips. So that's not really relevant to what you're selecting in the now, okay? So there is right now the version of Pisces where we don't care, we're not reselecting a version of a person that has had a broken heart, has trust issues. There's all these conditions and circumstances. So you really, like, you're not manipulating that version. You are stepping into a version of Pisces that has it exactly how you want. Your identity, I am the version of Pisces that has the most beautiful relationship with this person, and they show up like this. They're so like this. They're so stable. They're so loyal. They're so committed, because, you know, that's it, Pisces. They're just you pushed out and you can shift it in a moment, okay? So, yeah, we've got the Emperor card here. Some of you are dealing with a situation that involves children, because the Emperor card is like a father and a husband figure, and so there could be like a divorce situation, as I explained. Or this is like the energy of needing to take action and really boss up and commit. And there's been frustrations. Could be like, you know, like I said, it seems sometimes like it could be stable, but then there's a bit of silliness or there's overindulgence. This person is having some kind of shake-up with the Tower card, or also the Tower in the reverse means an impending Tower. So in this moment, in this check-in, there could be this feeling like, if I don't boss up, in a way, this could be crumbling. Now, Pisces, if you want the shortcut for this person to show up and get like the consistent result, we don't need to be like, yeah, they need to boss up. You should just affirm, like, in the now, living from the end, thinking from the end, as Neville would say, they're bossed up. So they're perfect. They're showing up perfectly. They're so responsible. They're so loving. They're whatever. They're so committed. If you feel there's third-party stuff, whether it's legal matters, contracts, exes, whatever, this person needs to heal. You're just putting a lot of conditions on something that's available right now through you that must be validated if you shift your focus. What you focus on grows, and that's why we delay manifestations, guys. That's simple. Look at what you're assuming and thinking and where you are putting your awareness, okay? So what does Pisces feel? The Star card, you still have hope for it. Wishing on a star, guys. So we don't manifest from what we're wishing for. We just manifest from the version of us that we're being and what we think and assume. So if you want it, you got it, right? So, but Star card can be about healing. So maybe that's been a theme. I would say they're showing up perfectly. They're perfectly healed. I'm not encouraging anyone to go with someone dangerous, etc. So please, no one mistake me, but you can absolutely have an adjusted version of a person by shifting self, okay? Ace of Cups is in the reverse. You feel like the love's a little bit been withdrawn, or sometimes it challenges your own self-love and your self-worth. That's what Ace of Cups is in the reverse. It's causing stress. This person wants to come out of stress. Nine of Swords. It still gives you stress and anxiety somehow, Pisces. Then we've got the Emperor card, but it's in the reverse. They want to get past stress. They want to show up like an emperor. You're stressed and you doubt that they can show up like an emperor. The Emperor card in the reverse is shadow Emperor energy, so it can be a little bit too controlled, maybe not loving enough, maybe wears a mask or holds back on feelings. It's the wounded aspect. So Pisces, then I would say, or it's like, yeah, they're not stable. So again, guys, whatever it is, your story, affirm the opposite, detach, okay? A little, just detach and persist. And, you know, even if it's what you perceived a moment ago, you can't hold this person in the assumption that they will never boss up, they'll never show up correct or whatever. You know, the Emperor card, the Nine of Swords, and then Queen of Pentacles. See, lots of, you know, cross cards. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something here also, Pisces, about questions around feeling nurtured. Okay, because Queen of Pentacles in the reverse tends to like not really nurture herself. It's not gender specific, but it's an energy of feeling one, maybe giving too much outside, not feeling like maybe that's the issue. It's causing a lot of stress. Someone's not really bossing up, you know, and so then that's challenging self-worth, not feeling very nurtured. For some of you, you know, again, questions around commitment, loyalty, stability is causing stress. Six of Wands, not feeling very validated, not feeling very successful. Six of Cups is in the reverse. It's like questioning, can this be reconciled? Because there's some kind of hurt feelings. This person, on the other hand, Justice card, wants to make it right. There's been, in this check-in, a lot of stress and hurt feelings and back and forth and issues to do with really stability. Now, for some of you also, you know, you could be holding this person dominantly assumption that it's going to be difficult to achieve or succeed because of their past and that they have to heal and that they have all these issues. So take the focus off them, Pisces. Sorry to annoy those who don't like my style, but like just work on the story of you and then from there, reselect them. Okay? If you want them, all right? Otherwise, yeah, because there's a wound here, Nine of Wands, it's in the reverse. See, some of you feel like this person is still carrying a wound. Some of you, you're trying to let go of a wound. Maybe you have past shit that this is triggering. Nine of Swords in connection also to a masculine figure, a father figure, the Emperor card. That could be a thing that's going on. So there's like an avoidance, because there's not a hell of a lot of Cups cards. The Cups cards are like in the reverse, the Queen of Cups. So it just might feel like this has been attraction and chemistry. You might doubt like that this is leading to anything really stable, committed, loyal, or nurturing. But you're just, if you want to shift it, you can get the validation by shifting your focus. I mean, the Three of Wands is in the reverse. So that would be about future vision. And so it seems that you're lacking, the trust in the future vision. Empress card in the reverse, guys. Both shadow. So it's like the future vision and, happiness and joy and commitment, King and Queen of Pentacles in an upright, would be the Emperor and the Empress in the upright matching. And then this person's like, how are they feeling about you? It seems like their intention is to boss up. Maybe you think they keep showing up not the way that you want. So you have to allow a person to conform. So you'd have to say, no, they're bossed up. Not like they will boss up, not they will show up correct, not focus on third party, they will in time. They have to get over this. You just need to put yourself into the present. There's something about Three of Cups in the reverse and Knight of Swords. There's been erratic, harsh, like communication, or this has been a bit erratic in terms of a stop maybe at the moment. In this check-in, Three of Swords, they still want to come in, and I don't think they're gone. But it's in connection to Three of Cups in the reverse. Now, for some of you, that's partying and overindulging and being irresponsible. For others of you, this is love triangle stuff, not really committing to the situation. For others of you, Three of Cups in the reverse could be like the unfinished business that I said to you. So I know that I'm giving you the different scenarios, but the circumstances and conditions don't matter, guys. So I would say, like, how are you going to adjust this? What is it that you want, Pisces? I mean, there seems to be stress about having a balanced connection and a wound and doubts about this being able to stabilize and move forward. So if you do want it, Pisces, like I said, this is just like one version. We just need to tweak and adjust. But you first, Pisces. I'm the version of Pisces, of course. If you feel like there's a wound, because this is Empress card in the reverse is challenges to self-worth, like in terms of being able to receive love healthily. And the Emperor card in the reverse is a wound around probably being able to like show emotion. If I was going to say like the spiritual, the shadow aspects, because that's divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Now, this person seems to be in this reading over here, want clarity around working on opening up and showing up like more stable. But if you wait on a person to change, then you're just like delaying your manifestation. Now, this would be a reflection of some stress that you have where you're like, okay, I'm not being nurtured, I'm not being loved, or I don't feel safe to open up to love, I don't feel secure. And a small portion of you, yes, there might be some kind of a outside influence or tie that's not healthy for the situation and not serving the situation, which is leading to feeling not very successful and questioning whether or not this can go ahead. So you'll only get validation of that as well. So I always say it, guys, it's like literally you're writing the script and the story moment by moment. You just need to persist, keep it clean. Think from the version of you that has it how you want and stick to that, persist until it hardens into fact if you want it. Did I say the signs, guys? I'm sorry. It's a really like long day. Aries, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, strong Libra, Leo, Scorpio again. Yeah. What does this person want with Pisces? Okay, we've got perception, watching, looking. Well, Page of Wands, I mean, look, they're very attracted to you, so they might be finding ways to observe you. There's also perception, Page of Wands, literally, like they want to take things in a new direction. So they might be gaining a new perspective in this moment's check-in. The version that you've experienced with this dynamic, there's a bit of a shake-up and a tower where they're getting a perspective. I said to you, it might be like things need to change. Something needs to be adjusted, or I need to boss up, or whatever. Okay, talking, interested, text, calls, emails, talking more. There's a reach out coming through, okay? Now, let's see what else. Yeah, the snake, competition and enemy. The other woman, look over your shoulder. There's either an assumption because of past, like, from one version, past, like, pain, cheating, or there's like an ex in the mix and it's being tied up. So competition and enemy, that could be this dynamic, right? Around not really committing to the situation. See, because needing time. So it might seem like this is taking time. Something needs to be wrapped up or someone needs to heal. Cycles and time, and takes time to heal for wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion, which would be also the Emperor and the Empress in the upright, and also potentially marriage, etc. But okay, I mean, look, Pisces, it's pretty clear to me what I said, like the cards are coming out pretty much confirming. So if you're focused on waiting, you're going to see waiting. If you're focused on these circumstances, they're just going to persist. If you just say, they are going to keep talking to you and watching you. If you say, no, they want me now, there's no problem, and they're showing up healthy and healed, they don't need time to heal. You're the healthy, healed, secure version, and they are as well, and you have a perfect relationship. Why don't you just try it out? Test it out, persist, and see how they show up and how you get validated, rather than standing here and focusing on what is a perceived obstacle and an unpreferable set of circumstances and version of the connection that you maybe don't want, or focus on what you prefer. Okay, Pisces, I hope that resonated for some of you, that you are going to be talking to this person. So that's one thing. And you would have manifested that too, guys. In essence, I hope that guided you. You can check out my course, as I said, and I go through all the fundamentals. So this is going to make a lot more sense, but there's also plenty of content online and great coaches, and this, you know, you can research it yourself. Anyway, guys, sorry. I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.